tell you this. If you have some eco style right now, throw that shit away, please.
And wash me over until my well runs dry. Send all over me, baby.
Hey friends, welcome back. I know you clicked on because you're thinking about chopping all your hair off. And if that is why you're here, then just keep watching and keep listening. I'm gonna give you some tips, some things I wish I knew before, and maybe a little bit encouragement, because I definitely think you should do it. I definitely think it will change your life. And if you want to figure out everything that I've gone through, my entire journey, I'm going to insert some pictures that you can watch simultaneously while I tell you about everything. Just keep watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's just get right into it. Doing a big chop for me was definitely something that was super scary because, you know, as a black girl, for one, and someone with natural hair, it can be terrifying almost to face yourself. And I feel like that's what cutting your hair off makes you actually do. It makes you actually have to see your real face, not be able to manipulate your hair as much, and just like step into that other version of yourself, which is probably the most natural version of yourself. But that can be really hard because it's like you look around, and of course like the natural hair movement has like come back around and it's getting bigger, but at the same time, like I look around, I live in Houston, and a lot of girls don't look like me hair wise. Like most girls here and in a lot of places, but just referencing Houston because that's where I live, most girls here have long weave, wigs, braids, extensions, tape-ins, micro links, like you name it. And I know a lot of them underneath that have healthy, beautiful hair, but that's not what's really, that's not what's in style, I guess, a lot of times. So it can be really difficult to step into that other version of yourself, but I absolutely do think it's worth it. And something that's been super fulfilling for me, especially with this channel, and the reason for me wanting to start this channel is having girls comment on my videos saying like, wow, my hair looks just like yours. I wish I had the confidence to rock the hair, because it's like, it does take a lot of confidence. That's what I will say. Cutting your hair off takes a lot of courage and it takes a lot of confidence, and it really is a journey because it's like, you're not gonna like it every single day. That's the truth. Like when I first cut my hair off, you can watch the video. The first feeling that I felt after cutting my hair off was like free, and I felt liberated, and like I just felt like this overwhelming like emotion taking over me. I feel literally emotional talking about it right now, but it is just like a big move. It really is. And you know, some people cut their hair off and they are just confident immediately, and that's not the case for everyone. A lot of us have already done that, and the experience is doubt, and you're like, I don't feel like myself. I don't know if I feel as pretty. Did I do something wrong? How can I cover this? How can I hide this? And your hair's not gonna be growing back in 2 weeks, you know, like it's gonna be a journey. It's gonna be something that you actually have to walk through. But I promise you, it is life-changing, and it is so worth it, because like going through that and having to see myself in all those different stages really kind of helped me like break down some walls and barriers, and like get honest with myself, and like have to analyze, why don't I like this? And do I not like this because I don't like the way that I look? Or do I not like this because I don't look like everyone else? Or because I've been conditioned to not think that I'm supposed to like this, you know? Cutting off your hair is a powerful thing to do. It makes you feel powerful. Eventually, at some points, it might make you feel powerless. But again, that goes back into where you have to kind of really self-evaluate, and like, why do I feel like my power is in my hair? And also, it grows back. Like, let me be the living testimony that it grows back, and it grew back so much healthier, so much fuller. Literally, I had this hair before and I didn't appreciate it in the same way that I do now, because after like losing it and getting it back, I'm just like, okay, I'm thankful, because it's almost like a plant in a way. Like, I did this, I grew my hair, I took care of it, I took my time, and I went through the process, and I went through the journey, and I love on my hair. And so now when I look at my hair, I feel like it's a reflection of love and hard work, versus before it might have been a lot more vanity. And you know, a couple things that I don't love, but I realize that are true is now that my hair is this length and it's getting longer, people are a lot more pro me doing my big chop than they were before. When people see my hair short, I notice that they turn their, you know, nose up at me. Or once before I put a poll on Instagram saying like, should I cut my bangs again or like trim my hair so that I can have this look for a little bit longer, and like everyone for the most part voted no, except for one person who also had big chopped her hair. And it's like, because long hair is what's glorified. And I really hate that, and I really wish that we could get away from that, even though that's just what it is. Like, long hair is just so much more glorified than short hair. But the big chop journey is about finding yourself, finding your power, being true to yourself, and getting healthy hair. And healthy hair can be long, but healthy hair can be short. And also, short hair does not automatically equate to a healthy hair. When I first cut my hair off, I thought that was gonna solve all my issues. My shit was dry, my hair was dry and it was stiff. I had so much buildup. I couldn't figure out the right products. Like, it didn't have any balance. Like, now I feel like it literally just so effortlessly moves. And it took me a long time to even get here where I feel like my hair was bouncy and effortless. It took me a long time to not hide my hair, because even after cutting it off, if you ever saw my hair in a fro, it was usually because I was doing it for a video. And I usually had to like work up the courage and talk myself into doing it, because working like in corporate America, I would slick my hair back in a bun every single day and hide it. We only knew I had a big fro if you had ever seen me outside of work, or if you saw me like on social media. And that's still a tough one for me. Like, sometimes I still feel like maybe I should try to slick or tame my hair before I go out into like a certain environment. But you know, at the end of the day, having the confidence and knowing that me having the confidence inspires other people to be true to themselves does it for me. Like, that just completely seals the deal. That was my reasoning, and because I wanted healthy hair, and it really is just coming back like so much better. But it's not an overnight process for sure. But yeah, you have to just kind of take some time to unlearn the negative things that you've been taught about your hair and the beliefs that you have been given about your hair, and push through it, honestly. Like, you have to have courage and you have to have confidence. You have to push through, and it will give you that courage and confidence. You have to get over the fact that there's length discrimination. When I look back, this is my second kind of hair journey. I never did a big chop before, but once before I had heat damaged hair and I transitioned. And I look back at the pictures that I would take in my bathroom of my hair at different lengths, and I would pull it up. And when I reflect on those, I'm like, damn, it was so cute at that length. Like, I wish that I would have enjoyed it, because it's not gonna last forever. Like, the length that I'm at right now, the length that you're at right now, it's not gonna last forever. Your hair is going to grow and it's going to change. It is a journey, and like, it's evolving with you. And you know, we are so blessed and lucky and privileged. I'm assuming that most people that are watching this are people who look like me and who have hair probably similar to me. But like, do you know how much of a blessing it is that your hair grows out of your scalp like this? It's gorgeous. You can do anything with it. It's fragile, but it's strong at the same time, and it can be manipulated in so many ways. You can wear it straight, you can wear it curly, you can do braid outs, twist outs, wigs, ponytails. Like, you can have texture, you can have definition, you can have a just stretched out fro. Who can do that? Who can do that? Who? Come on. BFFR. Like, who can do that for real? When you cut your hair off, you might be slow to accept the reality of what it looks like. If you don't feel courageous and inspired the second you do it, don't think that you made a mistake. Like, just ride it out. Stay committed to it, like I always stay committed to these niggas. Could all be treating y'all right. Too much? All right. I'm super, super happy that I did it. And I'm gonna insert some pictures. I'm about to look at the pictures on my phone right now so I can kind of keep track of what you guys are gonna be seeing, and I can comment on them. Again, if you haven't seen my original big chop video, then I would encourage you to go back and watch that so you can literally watch me do it in action. And there's a lot of pictures at the beginning of that, a little slideshow. Yeah, my hair was so damaged for so long, and I was just afraid to chop it off, so that resulted in me just wearing it up every single day and like finding ways to hide it. I would straighten my hair more, because then you couldn't tell that I had two different textures. I would do braids, I would do ponytails, I would do anything but cut my hair because I was so scared that if my hair was short, somehow that took away from me if my hair was short. So I held on to this dead length and dead hair that literally served me no purpose. And when I think about it now, I get it because I was there and I actually felt those emotions. But if I would have let it go a long time ago, I would have been here or further along a lot sooner. So I have so many pictures where my hair was just like so beautiful, and I didn't even realize, like I guess I did realize, but in a way I took it for granted because I didn't have to work that hard for it. It seemed like one day I just woke up and had it, which that was not the case, but that's what it seems like when you get to the other side of it. Yeah, so I'm looking at this picture right here, and like I cut my hair and I never went to see a professional after. So my shape was uneven. My shape is probably still uneven, but if I would have went and got it like shaped up, it could have been cuter when it was short, but the shape was just like funky and I really just didn't feel like myself at all. And I took a lot of pictures because I wanted to remember the journey, and I'm so happy that I did because sometimes I can't even believe that my hair was ever this length. This video right here was the first time I ever went in public. We had just moved to Houston and we were going to the Galleria, which I think this might have been my first time going, and I've heard so many things about the Galleria, and I had just chopped all my hair off and it was dry and it was crunchy and it did not look how I wanted to. And even though I didn't know anyone here, I was so embarrassed when we went in there. I thought that everyone was looking at me. And I had a breakdown. I cried. I said, I feel like I look like a boy. And my boyfriend was super encouraging, even though I don't know if he actually liked it now that I think about it, but he was super encouraging, telling me that I still looked beautiful. It was a big adjustment. Like it was a big adjustment. It takes a lot. It takes a lot, and it changes you forever. I really believe that. I love that now people look at me and my natural hair and see me as like confident and inspirational to them, because like, if you know, you know. That was not always my story, but we are here now. And if you're thinking about cutting your hair off, just do it. Just do it. Like, don't look back. Don't overthink it. Don't sit there and contemplate for hours. Do it. And you know what? Maybe you could even put on someone else's big chop video while you do it, and you can feel like you're doing it with someone so you're not in it alone. But I would also recommend, whether you're a content creator or not, you should record the process or take pictures of something, because it's just like you want to capture that moment on camera, whether it be fear or liberation, because 6 months later you look back at it and you're just like, wow, like it's such a pivotal moment as a Black woman to cut off your hair. And a lot of people will look at you crazy for doing it, especially if you're not cutting your hair off for damage reasons. If you have long, healthy, beautiful hair and you're just deciding to cut it just because you want to, do it. Do it. Do it for yourself. Don't do it for anybody else. Do it for yourself, and just drown out the noise, drown out what everyone else is saying, and like honestly stay true to yourself. I promise you will not regret it. I would love for you guys to share your big chop stories with me. On my last video, there's a lot of people who comment and they're just like, girl, like the emotions, like the way you were feeling, I remember that because I felt the same way. And I just want you to know that you are not in this alone. You have a lot of support. At this day and age, there's so many resources on things that work and don't work. Don't give up. Don't give up, especially at the beginning. After you cut it off, there's going to be a lot of moments where you feel low and not your best self, but I just want you to remember to not give up no matter what. Product-wise, a lot of things that worked for me before don't work for me anymore. Let me tell you this, if you have some Eco Styler right now, throw that shit away. Please, throw it away, because it is drying your hair out. It might give you definition and it might temporarily seem like it's doing good, but if you notice, your hair actually be getting dry after a while, and I know you know that your hair actually be getting dry. It does have great hold, but I've just recently switched to the Wetline Extreme, and that's pretty good. And there's some other gels and stuff too, but just experiment with different products. Pay attention to the ingredients in the back, and pay attention. If your hair doesn't like it, don't sit there and keep trying to use it to convince your hair to like it, because your hair, she's the boss. I'm not gonna hold you. She's the boss. When she gets what she wants, when she feels a certain way, like she's gonna show you. When she's mad, she's like a woman, you know? That's why I refer to her as she's gonna let you know. She has an attitude and she's very vocal. So listen to her, and deep condition your hair. Cleanse your hair. If your scalp is dirty, do not let it stay with buildup on it. It's not gonna be good for your hair, and your products are not gonna work as good on dirty hair. And deep conditioning, you really have to kind of get into your own mix and see how that works best for you, because This week, my hair feels so hydrated, but I deep conditioned probably like a week ago. And then 2 days ago, I co-washed and deep conditioned my hair again, and it is thriving. It is absolutely thriving. Like every 2 weeks might not work for you. Every 2 weeks might work for you, but I know for me personally, I need to deep condition my hair at least once a week for me to get like the results that I want. And sometimes it's more than once a week that I need that. Like sometimes I can't get my wash and go to stretch for 5 days, not because the wash and go is not good product, but because my hair is drying out and you need to just refresh yourself. So don't think that there's a certain rule book. Figure out what works for you and stick to it and just keep going. I want you to stay encouraged and keep going. And yeah, share your stuff with me, share your journey, your experiences with me, because I would love to hear what has worked for you. And yeah, that's it. That's all I have for you guys today. I love y'all so much. We are growing, so make sure you hop on board right now. Your girl's on the road to 1K. So if you are not already, please hit the subscribe button, leave me a comment, and I'll meet you guys there. Mwah.
And watch me over until my will